Right now at 6, Race for the 45th. We break down how the two men trying to represent a large part of our area would fight inflation.
Plus, gas prices in the state line have taken a dip once again. Find out how much they've fallen. And what one law enforcement agency is doing to make sure you and your family stay safe this Halloween.
From 13 WREX, your weather authority. This is 13 News at 6.
Our big story at 6, Decision 2022 and the midterm elections. We are just 8 days away from learning who will represent our region here at home, in Springfield, and in Washington. Yeah, your 13 election authority's William Ingalls is here to break down the two people who want to represent the people of Freeport, Oregon, Dixon, and Rochelle, and their plan to battle inflation. William.
Well, after decades of representing the area, Brian Stewart is no longer running for the newly drawn 45th Senate District, meaning we'll have someone new taking that seat. The Republicans have a familiar name on the ticket, Andrew Chesney, who is no stranger to Springfield, representing the 89th House District all the way back since 2018. Now, he wants to run for this seat and represent more people in the northwest part of the state. He strongly opposes several of Governor J.B. Pritzker's recent policies, especially when it comes to taxes. He says he would push to freeze certain localized taxes, but he has his sights set on one that you pay for almost every day.
We could suspend the gas tax. You know, that was something that Republicans and Democrats, I did not support it, but Republicans and Democrats put forward, and they doubled the gas tax. We should suspend that, maybe eliminate it. You know, but these are types of things that we can do on the local level, or the state level in this case, to try to combat inflation.
His opponent, Gerald Pedraza, took an unusual path to this point as he was a write-in during the Democratic primary. He says he's running to give voters a different option than Chesney. Now, like Chesney, he would advocate for freezing certain taxes, but Pedraza would do that by pushing for tax holidays in small communities near state parks. He believes this would drive business and tourism.
So the whole purpose of that is for small businesses in those communities to be able to generate more income, one, but at the same time marketing the state historic sites and the state parks so that Illinois people are more inclined to visit those places.
Now, we asked a lot more to these candidates. Check in with us on 13 News at 10 to hear what candidates said is their biggest priority if elected. And later we'll have every question and response from both Chesney and Pedraza on our website, WREX.com. Back to you.
All right, much more to come, William. Thank you. And as we inch closer to the midterm elections, more than 21 million Americans have already casted their ballot. According to election officials, Edison Research and Canalys, 21.4 million people have cast pre-election ballots so far in 46 states. Texas is leading the pack with nearly 3 million people already voting. And in Florida, 2.8 million people have cast their pre-election ballots. And there are several tight races across the country, including Arizona, Nevada, New York, and Georgia after recent polling.
Well, the sun is setting, but the fun is just beginning as we take a live look at downtown Rockford. Yeah,
all those trick-or-treaters are getting underway, and we get a treat with the weather this year.
Yeah, we're going to check in with your Weather Authority Chief Meteorologist, Alex Kirchner. How does the rest of the night look for the trick-or-treaters out there, Alex?
Well, the weather's cooperated so far. Temperatures, we're in the upper 60s earlier today. We're cooling off now that we're getting to sunset, but still looking at 60-degree weather to kick off a lot of the trick-or-treating hours for most folks. So you can see it right now. We're just about at that 60-degree point across the board, and we'll continue to stay warm, at least relatively, throughout the rest of this evening. So usually we're down in the 40s and 30s over the course of the evening during this time of year, but because we were so warm today, we've got a warm evening ahead, comfortably cool in the 50s with just a light breeze. Moving forward from there, 70s in the forecast as November gets underway. So if you thought today was very comfortable, just wait to see how the next couple days go. I'll preview that coming up in the forecast, but in the meantime, perfect time for trick-or-treating. It was just a couple years ago we were talking snow. Different story this time around.
Glad to see the kids have some comfortable weather, Alex. Thanks. New at 6 tonight, Rockford police responding to a shots fired incident involving stolen guns. This happening early Friday morning around 4:30. Officers responded to a shooting at a home on Arthur Avenue. After investigating, they found 4 teens hiding in the basement of a duplex. All 4 were taken into custody and are now facing several charges for that crime. Police also found several stolen handguns from Rockford and Janesville, Wisconsin.